today I'm here with brothers of mine, very lovely boys who are known to be the twins and are now the Ganda boys, who have taken their music to another level, internationally promoted Ugandan culture, and they're here in Uganda for an award ceremony that we shall be telling you more about on the show. So for now, I would like to introduce them to you. For those who are seeing them for the first time, we're going to play for you a bit of their music. The first songs. Welcome.
Well, first of all, I want to change the boys' situation that she said. We're now grown men. You see, we Ganda men. We got families. We are, But to Senyo Walaba, we really, really appreciate you being here with us. Amanya Gange, or Muzira Sewagude, or you could say Daniel Sewagude of the Ganda Boys. To see me Nyokubera Wano, Namwe, no Muchalo.
Well, I'm so privileged to be here today on this show. It's a pleasure. Having been on UBC for a very long time. My name is Omzira Mgaga, and we're true self-appointed cultural ambassadors of our country, and we promote our culture to the rest of the world, like you may all well understand. But we've been musicians for the longest time that there is, and we have evolved through the various stages of our lives in music. We are so privileged to be here and to share this moment with you.
So you said you're not Ganda boys anymore. So for those watching for the first time, how did you come up with the name? Why did you choose Ganda boys? Why Ganda?
All started at the BBC in 2008 when we went for a BBC time series called the Moses Jones, and they were looking for the authenticity of who we really are. So we were the twins then, and they said, but the twins is our name, that's our making, it's our word. And then they said, do you have any originality in you? The authenticity, that's the right word. And they said, why don't you call yourself where you come from? So we come from Uganda, and we decided to call ourselves the Ganda Boys. But now the years have gone by, which they get. Because now we feel like we are Ganda men, and we represent the kingdom, we represent our culture through our music and the lyrics and the way we dress internationally. Self-made, like my brother says. So we are very proud to be here. Like he said, that word is very important. Self-made.
So speaking of authenticity, I'd like to ask Dennis, how have you kept your music authentic? As time goes and when you go international, people expect you to now start singing, they change, but your music has stayed authentic to culture, Uganda, and hasn't changed. How have you managed that?
It comes through exposure. Like you said, we realize that my brother said, 2008 at the BBC primetime drama, and then when we got to that stage, we realized that being anything other than who we really are was not going to push us forward, and audiences across the world would not appreciate us. So being exposed to different audiences across the world requires being authentic. So that grounded us into being artists that are true to what we represent. We don't only represent Uganda, we represent Busoga, we represent all the regions. We are on about the culture and how we become a part of the global discourse. Because you cannot represent yourself on a global stage as someone else, as a self imposed something. You come claiming you're probably American or British, or these people are well represented. They are speaking and singing in their languages. So who are you? And that's where we come through. The other thing is we had a very good background in music. We grew up in music families, and we went to schools that promoted our music talents. So that way it helped, anchor us and hold us down to who we are today.
It's good that they have a music background and they keep it legit, they keep it good. But now that we've seen you grow in music, we have seen you do a number of different things. And the Ganda Boys now, it's not all about music. Yes. What more are you doing other than the music?
We have, for the longest time now, we will be celebrating our 20 years of service in humanity, charity, under our foundation, the Ganda Foundation, where we use our audiences to generate help that could be needed in hospitals or schools and things like interventions. And right now, we're focusing on promoting coffee, Ugandan coffee on the global scale, and we're doing that as in the background is our music, but and as part of our charity. And some of the proceeds that come from that or come through that come back to the coffee growing communities, to encourage people to literally grow coffee, because that is one of the ways that we can get everyone out of poverty. Like it is one of those crops that have the power. There are only 14 countries across the world that grow it. Signs of civilization in the world today, or modernization in the world today, are streets filled with coffee bars. And we are privileged to be a country that produces that. So as part of our sustainable communities initiative, we think that empowering communities is great. And through agriculture, we put the word out there so the world can take more Ugandan coffee, So we've shifted from being beggars to being equal contributors to the global economy.
So you're also now growing coffee?
We will not grow it yet, but we will promote it through our foundation.
That's very beautiful to know what the Ganda boys are doing. I've seen them and over the years support different communities and culture. And like Dan to tell us some of the other things they've been doing with the hospitals, with their children.
Right now, the other side of our charitable empowerment and sustainable projects is we have the period elimination, right? So we're helping the young women and women in the rural Uganda, in the refugee centers, to really focus and attack this period poverty, which means we empower them to have these reusable sanitary products, to make them so that when the periods come, when the time of the month comes, they do not depend on going to buy, but to make them. That is part of our other projects among the many, like my brother said, with the coffee and everything. So we are really pushing forward. The word is sustainable and empowerment to the communities. You have to empower the communities. And we do this through the music, because when we're doing shows out there all over the world, a certain bigger percentage of our performances comes back home to help the communities. So you can see we use music to empower the communities and to create awareness of the dire conditions that we have here in Uganda, right? So it's not just about singing, it's not just about doing whatever else, but it is also about thinking of home, because it is who we have been waiting for. Politics. It's not about politics, but it is about us getting together as a community. It's like something that happened a couple of days ago where it is Bulungi Wansi cleaning the community, right? It's the same thing. Nobody's going to come out to help you to do it. We have to do it. And that is what we are doing. Sustainable community and empowerment.
Did you clean the city?
Oh, yes. Ate ffe twatandikidde mu byalo. Tujja twera. Okiraba?
What do you think is missing after seeing our first try of cleaning the city?
I think it's a good thing. It's a very good start. Kubanga, there's a lot of things that just need us to be together, to understand each other, to have a sense of belonging and community. The word is community. If you're all together, you can do anything.
If you root it, because given our original structures and cultural structures, every kingdom, every chiefdom has this rooted in its ways. For instance, here in central, Uganda, Buganda is Bulungi Bwansi. So if it is also channeled through, the cultural institutions, it can really, really, really take effect, and people will embrace it more, and it will be easier to get everybody on board. So we call upon all the cultural institutions to really pull together with the central government to ensure that we can make our country clean, which literally goes straight, into our health. It literally works perfect. So it's a great initiative.
Beautiful. When it comes to the Ganda boys, we can talk for days and days, because these are people who have been around for so many years. They've not been on UBC for quite some time, so we have so much to learn from them. But we just want to know a simple thing, why they are in Uganda today and why we are seated at the Sheraton.
We are here today as trend heroes, We are here today because we were nominated by the Business Trendsetters community to receive an award for our innovation, for the way we think and the way we work, mainly because of the work we've done in music. And they believe it's a different twist and it's a very different approach and it's very innovative. So we're humbled and we're here to receive it. But better still, we will receive it, and we in the company of a beautiful young choir that is joining us for a song or two. So it's going to be very beautiful here. We are honored to be appreciated in our own homeland.
Beautiful. You've done so much work for your homeland, so it's a really good thing. But also talking about music, is there any artist that you see right now off your bucket list that you would think of having a collab with?
Today we are collaborating with the school choir. So yes, it's authenticity. It's authenticity because we know what would sell beyond the borders of Uganda. So our eye and the experience we have can be shared. There is a lot of talent here that needs to be redirected, and it can actually be very empowering to the and it can add on quite a lot to the economy of the country if it was really well handled. It's a multi-billion dollar fraternity where and the creative industry has so much to offer in terms of job creation and all these things. So we will not, I know the question you're asking me is about our regular pop artists. Our regular pop artists are superstars that are doing very well here. We were very good pop artists in Uganda. We evolved from that to being authentic and doing something that can represent Uganda across the board and something that is sustainable musically. And that probably has less wars and is more peaceful and more classy. And so that's where we are now. But going back to your question, we are collaborating with the school choir today.
We just want to let everybody know that you have to be inspired. Ganda Boys is here because we work hard and we keep focused. So just be inspired. Now the rest of everything that's coming, watch out. UBC is got a package. It's got a package for you. It's the Christmas package for you.
UBC is big. It will take it on.
Okay, if they got the budget, then you know what I mean. We so be inspired, Ganda Boys. We here. We love you. Sabasajawangali.
Anything you'd like to tell the young creatives, the artists that are starting?
You are very talented. Do not be derailed. You don't have to be drunk to sing. You don't have to be high on weed to sing. Now, there is something very interesting that is coming our way. AI. AI is learning from us and taking everything that we do lightly away from us. There is a change that is due. If you are genuinely talented, this is the time for you to shine. AI does not know our culture. AI cannot chant like we do. Go back to who you are. Go back to the basics. Then you can have a position on the global discourse. Be inspired to sing beyond your village, your township. Invest a lot of time and talent in your talent and practice as much as you can. Learn an instrument. Better still, learn a local instrument that could propel you to doing performances in the White House. We've been places that we would hardly believe we would ever play music. But it's my brother on the adunga and it's me on guitar. And we are in the Houses of Parliament in the United Kingdom. Places that would never ever be accessible with Ndongo Affair twins. So, focus, look at what we are doing, learn, do better.
Focus, look at what they're doing, learn and do better. Very beautiful message. I wish you could put it in Luganda for those who could not understand English, but I know you have heard it from him. And we have to bring them more to get to know more about them. They have a very big story, beautiful story from where they started. They didn't start like this, my friend. Some of us saw them when he didn't have hair, when he was not speaking this English. But they're here with us to celebrate with us, and we're happy to receive them in Uganda and happy to celebrate with them.
Walala Oceans and spirits of the I'm for this home. And names we all hear their presence and their loving as they guide us from here. I feel their presence and their loving as they guide us from here.
The Ganda boys have captivated audiences worldwide. Does anyone dispute that? But recently they were in Geneva and the whole tickets were sold out. The Ganda boys have captivated audiences worldwide by blending Ugandan folk traditions with European orchestral and percussion arrangements. Their unique sound bridges cultures, creating music that is both deeply rooted in heritage and globally resonant. This fusion has not only elevated Ugandan artistry on the international stage, but also demonstrated the power of cultural collaboration in shaping new creative frontiers. Equally remarkable is their commitment to philanthropy, and that is one of the reasons they became heroes. We saw them, for lack of a better word, making sure that they break through culture, abakulubebika and all that, to make sure that they get the message out there. And we know they are victorious because they have done it in a way that has been demonstrated with Lights Academy. So, they also demonstrated the power of cultural collaboration in shaping new creative frontiers, and equally remarkable is their commitment to philanthropy. Through their music, the Ganda boys have supported education, healthcare, and refugee initiatives, challenging proceeds and influence into causes that uplift vulnerable communities. Their artistry is inseparable from their activism. I repeat that, their artistry is inseparable from their activism, making them not just entrepreneurs, but agents of social change who embody the spirit of using creativity for impact. How appropriate for the heroes.
Really happy to be here and honor the invitation on behalf of the family, on behalf of the institution, on behalf of everybody. We've been with the Ganda boys for quite a long time, and as a patron for the Ganda boys, finally, we get recognized. They get recognized for something, for the great work that they do. These are cultural ambassadors. They've traveled the different continents. They continue to do amazing work, and obviously with a lot of challenges, but with a lot of challenges also comes that zeal to just continue doing the work. So they have represented Uganda so well. They've represented the institution so well. I pray that they continue to do that through their music, through their work, charity work, and I'm honored to be really giving this to them They are friends, they're colleagues, and we support them. And I would like to thank the organization committee for this occasion, for really looking out and identifying the right people. When I see Dr. Chikozi here, this is amazing. I follow your work with Ronnie Mayanja, so we do a lot of work with them. So to the Ganda boys, I couldn't have given a better team. So thank you so much.
Madam, before they come, may I kindly ask the prince to introduce himself and his lineage to everyone here, because people might be wondering who he is and everyone around.
Okay, so I believe everybody knows the history of the kingdom of Uganda. So Mutesa I, the first Mutesa I that introduced Christianity, that did a lot of things, that's my lineage. That's my great-great-grandfather. So Mutesa I, Mwanga, Kabaka Mwanga. I derive my name Basamula from Kabaka Mwanga. And then it comes to Daudi Chwa. So Daudi Chwa is my great-grandfather. And Daudi Chwa obviously has that's the father for Mutesa, and then Mawanda. So George William Mawanda Chwa, that's my grandfather. So Prince David Namugala Mawanda Chwa is my dad, and he's the one that's actually in Kabaka Daudi Chwa's palace and standing in his pretty much feet. So that makes the king an uncle, but to my father, the king, the dad, because he stands in that Daudi Chwa lineage. This is, if I introduce my wife, this is my sister, Princess Beatrice Nachwa. So when I left my mom's breastfeeding, she took it on, so she's the second one. And she does great work and supports us all. And this is my wife of 16 years. And her name is Omzana Diana Basamula, and also Owen Chima from the Monkey Clan. And she's a co-founder on the Ntongo Royal Foundation, where we do a lot of work here. But so that's it. If you need more, there's a lot online, but yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We are getting to understand why he looks the way he does. Everyone was like, he really looks like his grandfather.